Hi, my name's Jake Harris and I'm the owner of Into Music Store and Hire by Into Music. In recent years we've seen so many drum stores close their doors for good, and in that time I've been on my own journey to build Into Music Store from the ground up. What I wanted to do is let you guys come along with me for a week, see what it's like running the shop, running the businesses, Hire and the store, and see what challenges we face, because there are some challenges, but it is also still one of the best jobs in the world. I love waking up every day, dealing with the people that we get to deal with, dealing with the product, and just being in the industry is incredible. Yes, it's a challenge. Yes, there's hurdles for us to jump over on a daily basis, but this is amazing. And hopefully you're going to see that in this vlog this week. Let's go. So it's Monday morning and we're in store just catching up on emails and inquiries that's come in through the weekend, checking through the order sheet, see what orders have been placed on the website over Saturday and Sunday, and getting those ready for Ollie to dispatch and get out of the door on a next day delivery for you guys. My other jobs include just laying out all of the deals for the week. So we have a Sonor SQ2 that's going out to a customer this week that's requested new Evans heads on the top. Same on a Gretsch Renown. The customer would like Evans heads top and bottom fitted before he takes delivery. Yamaha Maple Absolute, that needs Remo heads. Actually, we've got two Yamaha Maple Absolutes going out this week. One of them needs new heads fitting, the other one's brand new, and the customer would like us not to open the boxes, which is absolutely fine. We also have some hire jobs going out this week, mainly towards the end of the week and the weekend, so we'll start to delegate those and get those prepped, ready for the customers to come and collect or for us to deliver. So we'll just take you on a week really and show you what we get up to and how it works here at Into Music. I guess the vlog starts here. So as well as selling drum product, the shop is also home to our practice room, which is just through here, which is where we shoot some videos, we get to demo some products for customers, but also where we deliver our drum lessons. Myself, Joe and Jensen all teach from here during the week. We all have a selection of students, so we're going to get this set up ready for a week of lesson. This is our teaching room where we have about 25 students that come in throughout the week to have lessons in this room. So it's quite hard to keep it all nice and tidy, but it's all set now, ready for a week of lessons. So it is 3 o'clock on Monday afternoon now. I haven't had a chance to film a massive amount so far today because we've just been so busy trying to get through orders from the weekend, and I've been teaching for an hour as well. So in between that and helping Ollie with orders, it's really only the first chance I've had to get the camera out. But just been into town to catch the bank and grab some coffees for everyone, and now we're headed back to the shop to prep some kits for delivery and things like that. We've had a few people in the shop today. We've sold a very nice Yvette's Jarrah snare drum in blue fiddleback. Awesome snare drum. We've got a few Yvettes in at the moment actually, and all of them are just incredible builds. Some of the recent ones that came out towards the end of last year, I believe. So yeah, definitely check those out if you haven't already. But one of them's gone this morning, and a few other little bits, and like I say, prep some kits, and that'll be us for today really. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning and we're on our way into work to start the day. Ralph's in the back, give us a wave, Ralph. I realised I didn't really do an end to Monday, but basically we just sort of finished the day by prepping some kits that needed to go out, and the drum teacher Joe, he was in till about 6:30 teaching. Ollie locked up and we went home, so there wasn't really much more to show. So I'll try and be a bit better today. I'll try and film a little bit more interesting stuff. So today we have a meeting with Ben from D'Addario, which is where we get our ProMark drumsticks, Evans heads and Pure Sound wires, that sort of thing. So we've got a meeting with Ben to have a look at some new product and chat about some new events that we're going to do. Something a little bit different as well to what you've seen from us and those guys before. So keep tuned for that. We'll try and capture some of that meeting. We've got some customers coming in to pick up some amazing gear today, so we'll try and capture that as well. And I guess just show you a bit more drums. you know, let's chat about what's come in and what we've been processing over the last few days to get listed online and things like that. So come with us on Tuesday. Let's see what the day has in store. We joke all the time about our store being in the middle of nowhere, and it really is. We're here in the Lincolnshire countryside, just outside of Horncastle. Huge car park. We can make as much noise as we like. When we have events, we've got plenty of parking. When we've got hire jobs that require us to rig staging and things like that, we've got all this space to do it in. And it means that you guys can get free parking when you come and visit us in store. Customer's waited a very long time for this to arrive from the factory, so he would like to come and unbox it himself. Hopefully, if these videos go well and we come back and do another one, you might get to see this in person, but we'll definitely put some pics up online. But this is straight from the factory in Monroe. It's a classic maple with an African Babinga veneer for the finish, cast badges throughout. Awesome sizes as well. The 10 by 8, 13 by 9, 12 by 8, 16, 14, and a 2216 bass drum. This is going to be one very, very impressive drum kit. So, hopefully... So that's where we get our Evans drum heads and ProMark sticks from. But we were just having a chat about some future events and things we want to do together, but also about some new products. So I thought I'd just show you what he's left with us and what you can come and see in store as well. First new release are these new sticks. These are the 5ABs. So they're available in the Rebound Long, and the Fire Grain as well. So there is an active grip version as well, but we haven't got one of those in store right now. So these sticks, these 5ABs, are essentially like bridging the gap between a 5A and a 5B. Not too much different, so they do feel really, really nice, but they do just bridge that gap. And they're available in 3 models as well. The new hybrid rods. These are super cool. These are really, really nice. So they feature like the Fire Grain handle, and then the top of the rod is your nylon top. So these are a little bit more durable because the bit that is going to hit your rims and things like that isn't going to be the nylon part of your rod like it is on other models. It is going to be this wooden handle. But also the Fire Grain's handle just makes it feel a little bit more realistic, like you're holding a proper stick. Sometimes when you're playing rods and brushes and things like that, it can feel a bit unnatural and not very nice to play with. So these are just based off the same thickness as a 2B drumstick from ProMark. So they do just feel amazing. But then obviously you've got the rod on top, which is quite cool. So that's another new product that they've just released. So those are available now. Bit of a rebrand on your classic hot rods, cool rods, thunder rods, usual builds that you've seen for years and years and years. But now they have these like these hybrid ends, I guess, at the back, so you can actually use them as a playing surface rather than just your standard rods. Updated packaging as well. That's what I love about the ProMark stuff. It's just all sleek, simple, to the point, really, really classy, cool stuff. So yeah, moving on to Evans then. Couple of things that I've been absolutely dying to get my hands on. UV1 reverse dot. So if you haven't seen the UV finish on an Evans before, it's like their new version of a coating. So it's not sprayed on like the old style. It is printed UV, and you can see there it's got like a totally different finish to it. So they launched UV1s, UV2s a few years back. They're a game changer. UV2 heads on a kit is one of my favorite heads to put on. So this is the UV1 coating with a reverse dot. So it's like the new snare drum head. And it's a beast, it's a beast. It just adds a little bit more attack. It's obviously as durable as anything with the UV coating. And you know, a power center reverse dot is one of the best selling Evans heads anyway, so adding that UV1 coating on it has just really, really finished it off. And then last but not least, HD Dry tom packs and tom heads. So again, another favourite snare head for me is the HD dries, just because they're so controlled. Obviously they have the EQ rings and the dampener underneath. So now they've released them in tom heads. So what you'll see is these tiny little holes around the head, and also on the back, the dampening ring, very, very thin dampening ring there. So these are just super controlled heads, you know, you shouldn't need to use any extra dampening or anything like that. They have a lot of tone in them still. You'd think they'd be a little bit dead maybe as a tom head, but they have plenty of tone. They're available in a tom pack, available individually. These aren't the UV coating, these are the standard coating that you get on like a G1 coated or a G2 coated. Awesome heads, really, really looking forward to getting these on our demo kit. We're gonna put the HD dries on our demo kit and the new UV reverse dot. So feel free to come on down and try them out for yourself, see what you think. But they are in store and available online now. Came to collect his jade green sparkle Yamaha Absolute, and he's part exchanged this, a Gretsch Renown 2014, 12 and 10 are the sizes. Awesome little kit, 7-ply maple shell, 30-degree bearing edges. Looks like it's hardly been used. So this will be processed now, it will hit the used section on the site and we'll find it a new home. Good afternoon, we're nearly there, it's nearly the end of the day for Tuesday. So the last job of today is to prep this stunning Gretsch Renown in Champagne Sparkle. That's going out to a customer on Thursday, but they have requested new heads top and bottom. They want to go Evans EC2s and Evans G1s. So we're gonna just whip the heads off this kit, get this prepped with its fresh new set of heads, ready for Thursday. So let's do it. Good morning. You join me from my desk at home. Wednesday is always my working from home day. It's midweek, catch up on admin, any jobs that I can't do at the shop, I can sit here at my desk and just crack on with those. And also any Zoom meetings that I have in the week, I always organise for a Wednesday so that I can really focus and you haven't got the distractions of the store. So that's what we're doing today. I'll spend the majority of my day sat here at this desk, although the weather is good, so we might move into the garden at some point. A couple of meetings and then finish the day with, we'll take you down to my private teaching studio. I've got a few lessons that I'm going to teach this afternoon. I don't teach too much now. I've been slowing down recently just because obviously the store and the other businesses take up so much of my time. I've got a few students that I've had from beginner level and they're just about to complete grade 8. So we've been on that whole journey together. So I slowed down massively at the back end of last year. Obviously Joe and Jensen, the other two drum teachers who work at the store, they took some of my lessons off me. And yeah, I just kept the guys that, like I say, I've seen through the whole journey. So we're going to go down, teach a couple of lessons, so we'll get those planned this afternoon as well. And that's Wednesday. The weather was just too good. I had to come outside. I wasn't going to sit at my desk all day. So that meeting that you just saw me in, that was with British Drum Company. It's just a catch-up call really to see how BDC has been going for us in store and for those guys to let us know what's to come for the rest of the year, I guess. Obviously we had the Raven kits launch at the beginning of this year off the back of the Raven snare drum, which was a really, really popular release. We did quite a few of those, and they're awesome snares for the money. They really, really are. Our first batch of Raven kits should land in the next couple of weeks, which is pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting hands on with those and put that through its pace. But I guess the big news is Enigma, which is the sub sort of £2,000 kit that they're releasing in the summer of this year. And getting a better understanding of what that actually is and what we're going to see from that. And it's definitely got me excited, I've got to say. Learning more about the processes that have been involved and how long this project has been, and just getting close up and seeing some of the hardware and the finish options and what's gone into making this what it is. And obviously BDC's first Maple kit that they've offered as well. It's proper quality American Maple, which is going to feature on these kits. So super excited about that. Can't wait to see those come through. And again, some event talk with those guys. So lots of exciting stuff on the line, really. I'm going to catch up with emails, enjoy the sun a little bit longer, and then we'll head down to the studio to do some teaching. It's Wednesday afternoon now, about 3:30, and I've just come down to our private teaching space in Horncastle. It's not at the store, it's about 10 minutes away in the town, and this is where Into Music started, really. I had this place before we had the shop where we are now. I used to use these two little rooms that I've got here to buy, sell, teach, build Into Music, meet customers. Everything used to happen from these two little rooms. So yeah, quite proud of this space and really do love coming back here. And we got a cool little chill out area for students and parents whilst they're waiting for their kids to have lessons and things. I've got a couple of kits in here. So this is the teaching kit. This is a Mapex with a selection of Minels and a Noonan snare drum, Maple Purple Heart. 13, I love that. I was playing that snare drum myself for quite a while. The Gretsch Renown in here as well. Absolutely love that kit. It's got the die-cast hoops on it. What I'm rocking at the minute, this is my setup. This is a new BDC that I've purchased. It's a Legend series, and it's in a custom finish that was made for an artist called Ollie Cassidy of Hard Life, one of my favourite bands. Been rocking this and love it. Yeah, awesome sounding little kit. One of my favourite vinyl cymbals, the Byzance 17-inch extra thin jazz, 21 poly ride, dual 18, dual 15 hats. Of course, the Benny Greb Beach snare drum. Couldn't live without my Porter and Davis. So yeah, that's what I'm rocking at the minute. I don't really get much chance to play, so you know, it is just a teaching kit and a mess about kit at the minute, but loving it, really enjoying it, and this is the space. Let's go teach some lessons. Good day, it's Thursday morning, we're back in the shop. A bit of a crazy one to start the day. Delivery's waiting for us as soon as we got here, and I had to jump on a quick phone call meeting straight away about a potential huge drum clinic in as little as a couple of months. You know, this could happen really, really quick. So hopefully we'll know by the end of the week if we can pull that off, and we'll be able to share some details. Usual Thursday, really. Get orders out the door. Ollie's heading out on a delivery to a good customer of ours in Kings Lynn, so we'll get him loaded up. And yeah, just see what the day has in store. So that's the Gretsch Renown all packed up in brand new head cases, ready to be delivered to the customer this afternoon. Ollie's going to meet the customer and drop this one off and grab a Part X deal that's we're doing for this. So stunning Gretsch Renown, all packaged in nice ahead cases. Dispatch orders from, it's our packing room basically, and it's also Ralphie's little chill out room. Hey mate, we've just basically made this pile of kits. This is the stuff that's been collected this weekend in store with customers and things. As we get to the end of the week, it's always nice just to grab everything out of storage that is being collected and get it in a pile so it's easy to access and stuff. Because Saturdays can be quite crazy, so it just makes everything easier. So like this Yamaha Absolute Hybrid that's going out, it's got the heads with it that the customers purchased as well, ready for him to collect. There's some Ludwig bits. There's some Mapex bits as well. So yeah, these are all pre-deals done. Collection on Saturday, ready to go. And that's it really. Good afternoon, it's Thursday afternoon now, and next job on the list is to prep another drum kit to go out of the door. It's been an amazing week for kits, high-end kits. So this is the next one to leave us, which is our latest Sonor SQ2. Vintage beach shells with the blue to green burst over African marble. It's a beauty. So it's a 10, 12, 20 and a 14. And it's just a stunner. I'm not surprised it hasn't hung around, to be fair. And it's going to a very good customer of ours called John. And he's going to take it as it is here with the combination stands, the 4000 series, tom and boom. combination, which is definitely the best way. If you're flying in toms from the side, this is the neatest and safest way to do it, rather than messing about with multi-clamps and things like that, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, Don's going to have this as it is. We're going to hand deliver it to him in his house tomorrow, because we're going to bring some Part X bits back from him. And he's also requested to take delivery of it already fitted with some Evans heads. So he's also gone for EC2s on this one. So it's a week of everybody requesting the EC2s. So let's get these heads off, let's get it ready and prepped and loaded in the van to go to John's tomorrow. So it's Thursday afternoon now. Let's catch up with Ollie. Hello, Ollie.
Hello, how are we doing?
Ollie is retail manager here at Into Music, so it's his job to sort of look after stock levels and basically just run the shop, I guess.
So we've got a load of new drops in stock, especially the sort of the new products from Minor. We're in pricing that, and then it's all going to go out on the shop floor today.
Cool. What's going on here? What are these?
Yeah, cool. So it's some of the new releases from Minor. So these are the new 4-inch marshmallow practice pads. They're really good sellers for us, so I think they're going to be really sort of popular in the new size.
Nice.
They've also brought out the double-sided marshmallow pads, so you've got that on there as well. In the new colour, which is also in the existing sizes, and they've also done an adaptation of their knee practice pads, which again have been really popular with us in store, but they've done it in the marshmallow finish sort of thing. So
yeah, I think that'll do really well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. Let you crack on.
Cheers.
Thought I'd just take the opportunity to jump on and show you some of the used gear that we've brought in the shop today. So starting with this Classic Maple Ludwig in downbeat sizes. It's in an exclusive finish that was only made for one American drum shop, I believe. I think it's called Fire Burst from a quick little look online. So yeah, usual Classic Maple shell, but a bit of an unusual finish. Bit of a Marmite one, but I do quite like it. I'm a bit of a fan of that. Tri-band Vistalite, 14.6.5, immaculate condition. Looks like it's hardly been used. And this is the showpiece, really. I think you say that Shaggerel. I've only ever seen a few, and this is probably the only one I've actually ever brought since owning a drum shop, but it's a really thin 0.7mm brass shell. Don't even think it will pick it up on camera very well, but it's super thin. And the shell's got like a bend in it. It bows out, if you can see it. Really, really cool. Sounds awesome. It's got brass hardware. It's come from a collector, so it is in immaculate condition. And we can't wait to get that one on a kit and give it a proper test. So yeah, a few nice little bits just about to drop online. Today, it's Friday and it's the last day of the week. The weather's still amazing and it's a bank holiday weekend. So yes, can't get any better than that really. We're out and about early this morning in the van. So we set off to head down to Northampton to deliver this Sonor SQ2 that you saw us prepping yesterday. So the reason we're delivering this one ourselves in our van and not using the courier is because there's a part exchange deal involved and there's a couple of kits and trying to organise collections and stuff. It's easier just to put the kit in the van and take it down ourselves and bring the other kits back to the shop. So that's what we're doing. I don't mind getting out and about in the van, quite enjoy driving. We've got 50 miles left and then we'll be at the customer's house. So Ollie's going to open up at the shop. Northampton. Nice journey. Couldn't film anything obviously at the customer's house or anything, so not really much to show you there, but what I can show you is all of this lovely pre-owned gear that we've just took in as a part exchange against that SQ2. So me and Ollie are going to get this unloaded, show you what we've got. So here they are, two stunning kits that was in the part X deal. Sonor SQ1 in the blue, so that's a 10-12, 14.6.5 snare, 16-20. So we sold both of these kits brand new. We sold this one probably about, definitely less than 5 months ago, and this one even less. It's still got the tags on it. So it is literally, in fact, it's not even been played. It's literally as new. So this is a Pro Light, which is obviously the thin maple that Sonor offer, as you can see in there. So thin maple shells, and again, really nice sizes. So you've got a 10, a 12, a 14, a 16 and a 20 bass with a double tom post. So bass drum mounted toms, 2 up, 2 down. That is a beauty. I don't think I've ever seen another one come up for sale secondhand in a setup like that. So especially with the tags still on. So those kits are now heading down for processing. We'll take some photos and we'll get them online. And just to show you how popular Sonor has been for us, look how empty the display is looking today. So obviously we sold the SQ2 this morning. We did an SQ1 in gold at the start of the week. And today, Ollie's just sold the Sonor Vintage Black Slate, which was sat here with the free snare drum. So that's gone as well. So that's 3 Sonors in, 3 Sonors out the door, sorry, this week. 2 in on a Part X. But yeah, it looks like we need to get some more stuff on order to fill this up. So that's it, 5:30 on a Friday. The last customer has just left. We've just helped him to his car. He came in and purchased that Fireburst Ludwig that you saw us get in yesterday. So that didn't even last 24 hours and it's already gone to a new customer. So what a week it's been for kits. Loads of high-end kits gone out. Snares, cymbals. We had a guy in earlier today trying out a load of cymbals and settled on an Istanbul, I believe. So yeah, busy week, lots been going on. So yeah, my job now at this time on a Friday is just to have a little walk around, make sure we're all tidy and looking good for our busy day of the week, which is Saturday. So yeah, come for a walk with me. I realise I haven't really shown you much of the shop this week, so let's go for a little walk. You can do my job with me and see what we've got. So we just put these 2 new used Sonors that have come in today on the Sonor display just to fill some gaps for now. But we are going to put an order in for this first thing Monday morning. Ludwig's looking well stocked. Snare drums and Vista lights and classic maples and new Sonics and everything you could ever need, including the new John Theodore snare drum. Beautiful. Yamaha, some acoustic kits, some electric kits, some hardware. This is nice, don't know why this is still here. Hybrid oak, charcoal sunburst. Yeah, charcoal sunburst. Beautiful. Bottom showroom is looking well stocked as well. So the latest addition to down here, I guess, is the Gretsch and the snare wall. Look at all these snares. These are all used snare drums. And we've gone right to the roof now. We're just fitting some last mounting brackets up the top there. We've still got 2 lines of used snare drums waiting for a home, plus snare drums on the Gretsch display, snare drums on the BDC display, on the Sonor display through there, on the Ludwig display. We have so many snare drums. Whatever you're looking for, whatever sound, we have got something in this shop to cover you, I'm sure. So yeah, new Gretsch stuff. Going really, really well for us. Obviously, the Renown went this week, so we've just popped that used one in its place for now, but we do have a delivery landing next week to refresh this, some new Renowns, some new Catalinas and some snare drums and stuff. So that's going to be looking good next week. BDC. We've got a lounge, we've got a Founder's Reserve, and we've got plenty of snare drums as well. Obviously, you saw the meeting happen with these guys this week, so some exciting stuff to come and refresh that area as well. Obviously, there's pre-owned kits just dotted everywhere, DWs, all sorts of cool stuff. This is sort of like Mapex's island at the moment, while we're just finding a new home for all our Mapex stuff. So we've got Saturns, Armories, used Saturns, all sorts going on there. Another used DW. This pork pie's waiting for collection. Customers put a deposit on this. Very nice kit. Some gongs. Piesty's done well this week. Look at all these gaps on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps from this week. So we'll be getting an order in for those first thing Monday morning as well. More gaps in here, I think. Yeah, more gaps on the Byzance wall. We did have a little sort of midweek drop. You saw Ollie unpacking that order midweek. But we've still got gaps. We've still sold more, so we'll get those restocked next week. Loads of gaps around Pure Alloy and Classics Custom. And then, yeah, plenty of add-on percussion and little blocks and things like that. So we have quite a lot of gear here, I think, quite a lot of gear. So it's definitely worth the visit if you fancy coming down. Drum teacher's finished for the day in the demo room. He'll be back in first thing tomorrow to continue with Saturday lessons. But for now, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed following me for a week. Apologies if it's not been the most interesting thing. It's taking some getting used to keep picking up the camera and filming what I'm doing on a daily basis. There's obviously things I can't show when it's just myself as well, but hopefully you've had a little insight, and if you want us to carry on, if you want us to do another one of these, let us know what you want to see. What is it from what we do here at the shop or with the other company or in the industry in general, or what do you want to see? Let us know, and yeah, I've really enjoyed making it.